Hey everyone, I'm Adam,
And I'm Chris.
and this is the Gamer's Hall. And today, we would like to talk about unconventional builds again. And this time is the Preist. Now, priests are followers of a god. They preach the word, they follow the teachings.
The tenets.
The dogma, they get into that type of thing. And priests come in many different flavors. There's different versions of priests. Obviously in our world, you have the Roman Catholic priest, you have Buddhist priest. You have
There's a variety out there.
Muslim priests. Everybody, and they all have different tenets in the way they follow. I mean, you also have warrior priest of ages past. Or the Oracle of Delphi is a priest. That hears the words of what was the god? It was sun god.
Palor?
No. I'm talking about the actual real one. Anyway.
No, never mind then.
Can't remember the exact name, but anyway, those are different priests. And Chris here had a very interesting character that became a priest. And now, granted, not a level of cleric. Cleric is your classic priest, not one level of cleric.
Yeah, you don't have to be a cleric to be a priest.
Nope.
Because technically, to be a priest, you just have to be a follower.
That's right.
Of that god, and
that is the key distinction in this. A priest does not have to be somebody who is a cleric. No, you are a follower of that religion.
Yeah. And for instance, when I even started the character, we were doing
Dragon Heist.
Dragon Heist, yeah, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So I was like, okay, high elf girl who was banished. She dishonored her family and was banished. She's going arcane trickster rogue. That's what I was going for. I was like, she's going to be an arcane trickster. She's going to go around, uncover secrets, and exploit people for those things. But it's a classic story of campaign started. This was my idea for the character, and as the campaign progressed, she changed.
Right.
The events that happened in the campaign, the events that you had set for us, she changed as a person by going through those things.
One of the things that I believe that triggered what her name was Elundra to kind of take the priestly way was we also had a paladin in the group that, as paladins are, they're very staunch in their in how they follow their teachings. Well, also kind of, I believe, pushed you in a way to kind of discover more about your roots and and delve into
there was that holy day,
right,
where
it was a holy day to the Seldering.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as she was going around, a lady sought her out, I believe it was. No. I saw things dancing when nobody else did.
Correct. Yes, you saw things in the shadows.
And it kind of lured her over there, which made me take levels in Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite classes. But again, not the intention I had for this character in the beginning.
Right.
But eventually I took levels of Divine Soul Sorcerer, and I started, all of the downtime activities, I was half of it was trying to find and uncover people's secrets. Half of it was trying to figure out more about SEHANINE MOONBOW, who became the goddess of the character.
Yeah.
And so it was all about SEHANINE MOONBOW, trying to figure out what she was about, what her tenets were, and how they fit towards my character. But also going through those tenets actually made me change some of the spells I had picked. Like for instance, anybody who becomes a caster usually gets the shield spell. I changed the shield spell and took Bless instead.
Yeah.
So I became, in the beginning, I was this high damage output character, and I eventually became the buff cleric that wasn't a cleric.
Right. And really played on SEHANINE Moonbow is the shadow of Corleon Larathan. So she's the somewhat protector and the person that seeks out the threats in some extent. And obviously a Fayish way.
Yeah.
Where she's about finding out those things around that could be a problem, because she's the one who warned Corleon Larathan, I believe, about Loth and what she was going to do,
Right.
Or possibly do. So there's a lot of little ties, and as a DM, I was noticing you played into more of those tropes. He didn't really know much about SEHANINE Moonbow, which I found was interesting. So as a DM, I was playing off of him, going, I read some of this, I paid attention to a lot of the lore and stuff, and I was like, well, I'll just keep throw out these little snippets. And as I did, you became more priestly, where you weren't proselytizing to everybody and going, oh, worship SEHANINE Moonbow. No, you became more like SEHANINE Moonbow. By the end of this campaign, you were actively acting like the goddess would.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize I was doing that.
You were, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, my main purpose to the party was to heal, keep everybody up, buff the party, and stay out of the way. And now, granted, I did. She was a little chaotic at times. I did have a wand of.
You are an elf following a elven god, so
yeah,
they are chaotic.
Yeah, I did have a wand of fireballs that I tend to use quite frequently.
Yeah.
And
yeah, things went boom. They should have gone boom.
A couple of times actually got us in trouble,
as they should.
Because one of the other player characters, in character, I asked, I was like, "Hey, like, what do you think? Do we need to bust out everything right now, or do we need to keep everything copacetic? Like, what's going on?" And he immediately patted to his side, which is where I keep my wands. And I was like, okay, I get the message. Fireball. And he was like, no, that's not what I was saying. I was saying just be ready. Oh, that's not at all what my character thought.
They blew up the 3 hags that were on level 5. No, level 3. Sorry. Level 3. They blew up the 3 hags that were on level 3, instantly destroying any help that they were about to give. Because I was totally going to do some cool deals with that. And, well, that ended very quickly. That secret got lost.
Yeah.
So,
but again, she was a little chaotic, but those were the early levels. The later levels, as the character was developing, it was all about still finding out people's secrets and wanting to exploit that, but more about healing the party, making sure none of my friends ever went down or died, and even to the detriment of herself. So, because one of my favorite spells was life transference.
Oh, yeah.
And
you did some work with that spell.
I would take on so much damage, so much necrotic damage to keep the other party members up. Oh, and once I actually knocked myself out.
You did.
Yeah.
You rolled and it was really
high. I think I upcasted it, actually.
You knocked yourself out with your own damage. Which, granted, saved the group, because I believe that was the time that, Gustavo's character, Belle, was about to go down. Mm-hmm. And she needed to stay up. She was the paladin. Belle goes down, things go bad. Or no, it was either way. It was either the monk or the paladin.
Pretty sure it was Belle.
Pretty sure it was Belle, though. She needed to stay up and take the hits. Miss Preist over here went, I'll save you. Sacrifice yourself, which, by the way, is a very priestly thing to do. Like, if you're really trying to follow the tenets of a true good God, a lot of sacrifices needed to be made. I mean, that's one hell of a sacrifice.
Yeah, but majority of my spells, like, I quit leaning into damage spells. Like, the only reason I had fireballs because of the wand.
Yeah.
And other than that, like, all of my spells, I was looking at buff spells.
Illusions?
I was looking at the illusions. Yes. Buff spells, illusions, and healing spells. That's all I looked for.
he fell into what Sehan Moonbow. She uses illusions as well. I mean, she's the shadow. She's not, can be different places.
Oh, yeah, because one of my favorite moments was when I used a silent image.
Yeah, and you made a wall.
When I made a like an outside storage shack.
Yeah,
somebody was chasing us, and
Yeah,
I ran into an alley. I ran into an alleyway and made the storage shack, and was just like, "Please don't notice. Please don't notice."
Yeah, you pissed off a gang in Waterdeep.
I can't remember which gang it was. Was it the
Hellhounds?
Hellhounds.
Yeah, before you made friends with the Hellhounds, you pissed off the Hellhounds because you decided to mess with their game.
But also, those illusions saved her life a lot.
Oh yeah, they're
like
great.
when I cast Silent Image to make a copy of herself walking through doors, and then people would attack the image instead of me. It's like, oh god, thank God I wasted that spell slot. Well, not wasted, but used so purposefully.
Let's be honest. This build he made was just very unique, and as much as he didn't understand at the time how priestly and divine his character was becoming, she really did. She really played into that follower type, and he didn't push his religion on anybody else. Really, it was more of a self fulfillment, which it's just as much priest as anything else.
I even had like a necklace made for the goddess. I had a shrine built in my room.
Yep, you did.
And
you also talked a lot with the high priestess at the Temple of Celadorine.
Oh, during the downtime a lot.
Yeah, you really started getting into that feel, and I feel like if we went up to 20th level, by the end of it, she would have been a chosen or an avatar of some sort for SEHANINE Moonbow, just with the path that you were taking. How close you were becoming like her. Yeah, even with that trickster rogue and
the arcane trickster was more about finding the secrets and the illusion magic, and like that's what started. But then eventually, I found the goddess, and that was the awakening of her becoming a unconventional priest.
Right. So, moving on.
Yep. So I tasked Adam with making an unconventional priest build, and the only things I told him that he had to put in there was, one, it had to be a dwarf, and two, it had to be a warlock.
Okay, so first of all, guys, dwarves make fantastic priests. I mean, that wasn't hard. Warlock, however, that took some thinking. All right, so
he did not go celestial route.
No. I was like, that's too easy. Celestial warlock is just. Oh, that's on the nose. Got it. Your direct connection to your god.
So what did you end up choosing?
I ended up choosing the Great Old One Pact. And
not one picked very often?
No. So this is how I started off. With the character, I start off as an acolyte. That's my background. That's my little into being a priest. He comes from that. He's learned. Well, he's a follower of Dumathoin, the secrets under the mountain. Obviously, his character was follow secrets. Well, mine has a different take on secrets. Dumathoin is classically a dwarven god that holds all the knowledge. He's a knowledge god.
Right.
Or, well, some of the knowledge. There's some other ones, but that's his thing. The knowledge of under the mountain. What the mountain can give, what the mountain can protect you with, what it will do, the things that could be there. That's his domain.
Right.
So, in my idea, in my mind, I played with the the idea that he, worshiping Dumathoin, instead of saying, I'm going to give faith to you, in Forgotten Realms, he knows he exists.
Right.
He knows he's there. So instead of just saying, oh, I have faith and I get my divine power, he said, I'd rather make a pact with you. I'd rather create a symbiosis of, I'm going to gain secrets, and I'm going to hold those secrets, and then I'm going to, and in doing so, get power out of it.
So it's like the god was rewarding you power for obtaining and holding these secrets.
Yeah. So I wouldn't gain power if I couldn't do it. So I ended up taking like true reading. So I can read anything.
Okay.
As one of my invocations. And
that's obviously something that character would definitely want.
Right. I Pact of the Tome, which I could also take the Book of the Secrets, which I probably would later, but I wanted to keep true reading. But with Pact of the Tome, I gained a book that had cantrips in it, which mine was things that Dumathoin would give me. So I could pick up cantrips like Mold Earth, or pick up a cantrip like not Bless, that's not the word, Guidance. And I could pick up like Druidcraft as one. So stuff that dealt with the earth and dealt with the mountain, where I can manipulate some of that stuff and understand things that deal with the mountain.
Yeah. Use the Druidcraft so you always know which way is north,
right,
no matter where you're at in the mountain.
Druidcraft doesn't do that. Doesn't do the north thing. It does. I thought it did. Weather. I can make things bloom or sprout.
I thought it also told you north.
No, that's
I mean, it tells you what the weather conditions are like.
Right. I mean, I probably could just figure it out anyway. When you're like, the weather's going to come in from that direction. Oh, that's the north. That's pretty easy. I can always figure that out. But you could use it for other interesting uses.
Gotcha.
And then also I ended up taking levels of Bard. Well, what better way to gain knowledge than one of the most knowledgeable type class? So I ended up going Lore Bard, College of Lore, and not because it's one of the more powerful ones. It's because at 2 I get to take half my proficiency in all my skills. Well, if you're following a knowledge god and you're actively trying to be, his tenants, you'd want to be good at a lot of things.
He's almost like a dwarf Indiana Jones follower of.
Right. Yeah. He's that's what he's doing. He's searching. He's delving. He's trying to find things, and the character would interact with other people, going, "Yeah, I know this."
So you took it not for its core abilities, but for making him a real skill monkey.
Yeah, and then the cute thing is when it gets to 6th level, I get 2 spells. And 6th level in Bard, I would get 2 secrets. It's called secrets. Literally, it's on the nose. Freaking secrets, and that's what the whole character is about. Anything that dealt with a secret, I was going to pick it up because I'm the secrets under the mountain. Yeah. So everything I would take in that flavor-wise would be all about the secrets that I've gained and I can use.
So picking up other spells, right, like maybe like locate object, locate person, or detect thoughts.
So, I mean, I can already have that as the Warlock. I get detect thoughts as a Warlock spell because I'm the Pact of Old one.
Oh, okay.
I already have telepathy.
Good point.
That I can mind connect with people, so I can.
Yeah.
We could talk through stone if I know where you're at. Within 30 feet.
Nice.
So that he really would be the knowledge of the underground. That's what I wanted the character to feel like, is that in a party, when people look at him, they would go, "Yeah, he is basically Dumathoin in a little bottle."
Yeah. I also like how truly unconventional that is, because like where my unconventional priest was, she still healed people and wanted to help, and the buff heal illusionist, whereas yours is like, yeah, I'm a priest, I'm gonna follow this person. Oh, you have healing magic? No. Why would I have healing magic?
I thought about this. I might take healing word, and my healing word would literally be a piece of a secret that I've heard. Then that's how you would get your healing. I could grant them the small tidbit of knowledge to heal you that Dumathoin has granted me.
No, let's take that a step further. What if instead of you telling someone a secret, in order for you to heal somebody, they'd have to tell you a secret. And
so the reverse healing word?
So yeah, you reverberating their secret is what heals them.
See, that's really interesting. That's even... And now you go into that would make my priest even stronger. It's like, well, in order for me to be able to help you, you have to tell me things. I can't help you. Dumathoin will not allow me to help you unless you give up your secrets to me.
I have to know a secret, or otherwise... I can't do anything.
All types of role play value in that one. Oh my gosh, can you imagine just what people would start telling me, and I'd have to write it down in my book. Which maybe that's what my
and
book is.
It had
That's
to be.
my book.
It had to be a good enough secret too. It couldn't be like, oh, I shit my pants when I was 3.
No.
Like,
it definitely needs to be. Yeah, I killed my neighbor's cat on purpose, and I never told him about it. You know,
right?
Like they love that animal. Like that pseudo dragon. Yeah, it disappeared one day. I ate it.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm the reason my next door neighbor's a quadriplegic.
Yeah,
and they don't know about it still to this day.
I've been stealing money from something, just randomly, or I'm a princess of a realm that nobody knows, and I've been adventuring. It's like, well, cool. I'm the only one who knows that now.
Yeah, and it's almost like a pact between you and that person. It's like, listen, we're going to be adventuring together. I can help you, but I can't help you unless you tell me a secret. This secret is going to be between you and me only.
Yeah,
just us.
Yeah.
So. I really like that.
It's very. It gets in your mind, and that would be it will be such a fun character to just role play with other people, because obviously combat. I'm not taking combat spells. He's not going to fight. If he fights, it's because you made him fight. That's not what he's there for. I don't even think I had I don't even think I had Eldritch Blast as one of the cantrips. Pretty sure I just avoided that one. Like, whatever. I don't need to hurt you.
Oh my god, you're playing a warlock wrong.
I know, right? Can't believe it. How about I just find out all the secrets and then they won't fight me anyway?
Right?
But that was my idea for a very unconventional priest. I'm hoping that idea will also give
strike some inspiration to some of you guys to make an unconventional priest or just an unconventional build.
Yeah, remember that whenever you're making, having an idea for a character, you don't have to go for what's like the obvious. You don't have to.
Yeah.
There's so many great ways of getting to that build.
And look at all the role play opportunities that character has, because, like you said, it's not combat. Because combat is only one aspect of Dungeons and Dragons. There are many other aspects of it, like you have exploration, role play, interaction with other people, delving, heist,
building empires, building businesses.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's so many other aspects crafting. That are other than just combat.
I would say a combat is like in D&D, combat probably is about a fifth of the actual game.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing we all look forward to. That's where the big epic moments typically happen in most campaigns. And our campaigns, not necessarily, but in most campaigns it does. But a character that's not a combat character can do just as much crazy things in a game as your character that comes in and says, I just did 120 damage.
Oh, yeah. Well, for instance, with Alundra, I don't remember a lot of the combats. Like, I remember some of the combats, but I don't remember a lot of the details. But what I do remember is that time that her and Belle shook hands, and I used Mage Hand, the invisible Mage Hand from Arcane Trickster, to steal that dagger off her boot, have it travel up the body through their arms as they were shaking hands, and plant it on Belle.
Oh, there was a dwarf, a Durgar. There's a Durgar that had the dagger they were looking for a quest. It was called the God Sight dagger. And she used it to steal this dagger so they can get the quest. And did it really fantastically.
And the funny thing is, didn't even know that was the dagger we were looking for. I was pissed off because she got one over on me and ended up stealing my immovable rod.
And ironically, that was in the Shrine of Doomethorn.
And so I got that rod back, but I had to give up something, and I was just mad, and I wanted something from her. Mm-hmm. So I did it because I was being petty.
Yeah. And the funny thing is we never got back to it because the campaign ended up ending before I could get to this. That Durgar knew they stole it because it was bound to her, and she had blindside out to 60 feet while with that dagger on her, and suddenly the sense goes away when these people walk away. She knew it was gone. She just never got around to going to get them. So that was a fun interaction.
But like, that was a highlight. Like I remember that, or I remember using the mage hand also to take a goblin, try and steal the goblin's bow while it was sleeping, and
through the slit,
through the arrow slits. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That was one of the funniest moments when the goblin woke up and then tried to stop you.
I crit with a dagger.
You let go. It hit in his face and threw the dagger through the thing and crit and killed it in one hit. It's like, well, that's an interesting way of dealing with that problem. But yeah.
But this was our unconventional priest build.
Right. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, we hope you guys did, and we hope it inspired you guys to make some unconventional builds of your own. Let us know in the comments what unconventional builds you have. We'd definitely be interested on reading those.
Yeah, and if you want to set us up with a challenge, just give us 2 things. Say, hey, like mine this time was a dwarf warlock, and then his last time was a monk druid. I mean, you can 2 things and say, okay, you could say, Chris, your 2 things are this, and Adam, your 2 things are this, and then we can see what we can build with them.
Yeah, we accept the challenge.
Yep.
But until then, guys, keep playing games with your friends and having fun.
Yep. And I'm Adam.
And I'm Chris.
See you later. Hey, you know what? Keep rolling those natural 14s.
There we go. See, now you're getting it. But why 14?
I don't know. Seems like a good number.
Fair enough.